Today we're playing the demo of the end of the end of the end of Wanderstop. Yes. that is 100% we're playing. We're playing the end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is Wanderstop. Demo. No, I just, if you do not want spoilers, please look away now, because we are definitely towards the end of the game. But previously on Wanderstop, we have discovered coffee, which is an excellent discovery. We ran into a lovely multi-dimensional space being named Zenith, who offered to help us figure out, us being Alta, what's wrong with her. Which nothing is really wrong with Alta. She's just burnt out in pushing herself too hard, and it's leading her to do some questionable things like stab people. Maybe don't do that if you're stressed. Pro tip. And then Zenith ultimately couldn't help Alta because Zenith changed into a business person and didn't remember Alta anymore. And then we changed to this scenery, and I haven't run into anyone here yet, except for a small child named Monster and Nana. We love Nana in this house. The stop and Wanderstop is just a suggestion. Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna continue because I'm very curious where this is heading. Obviously, Alta at the beginning of the game and towards the middle of it too kind of dissociated this other entity, like we're in a magical forest, right? Ooh, speaking of tea, thank you. Ian just gave me chai. I have chai. Everybody, please clap. I feel like at this point I've said repetitively, but lavender chai, the best. I'm just obsessed with it as a flavor combo. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, not lavender chai, but Alta. Alta keeps seeing sort of the embodiment of her drive to be the best fighter there ever was, except that embodiment is it's going too hard. So she keeps thinking, oh, that's a completely different person, but no, it's her, and she's trying to learn how to reconcile that. I don't know, this game's really great. Anyway, that's my not very short TLDR, but we're gonna continue. Gonna enjoy a loading screen. There we are. I'm probably going to lurk and catch up on the VODs later. Very excited. Have a good stream/game. Thank you, Marty. Oh yes, a perfect excuse to throw up the VODs if you are interested in pretty much all the VODs ever. That goes there. But yeah. Am I holding a pot? Oh yeah. I was like, wait, why am I holding a pot? I remember now. But yes, if you'd like to watch all the VODs, that is YouTube playlist. Have a good lyric, both Jinx and Marty. I hope you're both good. Like I said, if you don't want spoilers, totally understandable. Not gonna be like, oh my god, how dare. I totally get it. Oh yeah, that's right. Monster wanted the grossest tea possible. Did I give that to her? Can I just stash this? Okay, I can't fit a potted plant. I don't remember where I wanted to even put this potted plant. I don't remember what I was doing anymore. It's a lot of pot. Val must be so high. Alta is just enjoying life. It's fine. Okay, well, we'll put that there. I don't remember what I was trying to do with that anymore. I have nothing. I have seeds. What was I trying to do? It'd be funny if I knew that because I watched my VOD myself, but I did not. I think I just wanted to shove as much in as possible and just sort of see what happened and make like the sludge that someone asked for at one point that was like, this is coffee adjacent enough, right? And it was like, no. What was the one? I don't have the sky whistle tree, so I guess we'll try that. Well, hold on. Sorry. Okay, that's the Weeping Vreedle. I'm trying to see if I can see which combos we've already done. And I feel like we've done all... No, okay, we haven't done all pink. No, we have. Azzy's flower. What am I missing? Was it green and pink? Yeah, it might be green and pink. Okay. Alright, I'm trying to figure out combos. Okay. There we go. T-bong never fails. It doesn't. Pink and green, that's what it was. I was like, where? I immediately forget. Also, you think because it's raining, I would get... I fucked up. I did it wrong again. Oh no. Oh well, that's fine. That wasn't quite what I meant to do, but that's okay. Water it. Well, we have pink and blue seeds now. Let me just water it and get all the seeds back that I wasted making it. It's pretty. There we go. Okay. Happy accidents. Yeah, I just forgot there's like, you have to do a formation, right? Yeah, I just forgot how to make a triangle. Is what happened there. Can I plant you? There we go. Triangle. Instead of a directly across. That's where I did a goof. Okay. There we go. Don't you literally have a physical book of these? No, I literally have a physical book of these. Yes, I would show it to you, but... Aha! Oh, that's so pretty. Okay. What if we didn't give her gross tea and we just gave her this because it looks cool? What do these even do? Sweet and sugary with a taste that lingers on your tongue for days makes you more likely to miscommunicate an important piece of information. Oh, that's kind of funny. What if I just did this instead of make actual gross tea? What if we gave her like sugary tea? Because everyone knows giving children sugar is a great thing to do. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. I kind of want to be a gremlin. Gross tea could be any tea, really. You mean to say balls, but instead say gross? Yes. Don't think I didn't see that earlier. I saw it. I just forgot to laugh at it. Oh, Boro's just standing here. Hey, bud. Apparently the kid is drawing weird pictures on the floors of the shop now. Is that okay? Oh, is she? I didn't even notice. Boro feels this is a moment for Miss Alta to make an authoritative decision. Oh no. What do you say? Is drawing on the floors of the shop permitted? Why not? Fuck it. Yeah. So it is decided. A stunning triumph of managerial decision-making from Shop Director Alta. Drawings from wall to wall. It is being the new dawn of a new era for Wanderstop. Aren't you worried about another situation like when you left out color markers for people? Ah, yes, you remember well. I'll tell you what, if the floor drawings become too unruly, you can simply sweep them away with your broom. I will leave it to your discretion, Shop Director Alta. Cool. I didn't even notice. Oh! Aw, they're cute! Yeah, I think this is fine. Love to get art. We have art. I need T-balls. That's what I'm missing. Let's go get some T-balls. Do I not have that? No. Okay. Where's me leaf basket? There we go. Gotta support young artists. Yeah, it's important. Sweep them away. Oh my god, it's like every time I accidentally step on a kid's sidewalk chalk drawing. Yes, there is a kid, like, or multiple kids probably, in our little suburb that we walk around in, that will just do like these cute little drawings on the sidewalk, and I always feel bad when they get stepped on, like when I'm stepping on it, or when the geese poop on it. There's a lot of geese in our little, because we live near one of those, like, tiny ponds, so there's a lot of geese every year. Jeez, geese, such critics, I know. Critical of art. I haven't been back up here to look at the sword in a minute, by the way, and I'm gonna leave it that way. I'm trying to get Alta. If I don't remember it, maybe Alta will forget about it. I don't think that's how that works, but I'm also just trying to find more tea. It's surprisingly hard to find right now. There we go. No respect, geese. I like how y'all both made a geese pun. That's very good. Only it was this easy to actually collect tea. Yes, I hope everyone's having a good Friday and you have chill weekend plans. Hold on. There we go. Let me clear this mug of coffee. I don't even remember who drank out of that. That's fine. Oh, we've made so many awful puns. I love that for us. Do we have any more mail? I feel like maybe no. Mer, hi. Hurrah. Thank you for 47 months of subs. I appreciate it. That's a long time. Hope you're doing good. Ah, we do have mail. Yar, it's me, Gerald the Knight. I am... Oh, Gerald! Who am I writing to exactly? I'm just responding to the package you mailed me. Thank you so much for that, by the way. The package was empty, but it was addressed to me, and that made me feel really loved. Plus, I gave the package a little face and a name and carried it around for 3 days. So I thought I'd send a thank you letter. It's weird that I don't know who this letter is getting mailed to, but you know, life is sort of like a letter you write without knowing who's going to read it, or how exactly the mail system works around here. And you don't really know exactly what message you're trying to communicate with the letter, so you just keep putting one word in front of the other, hoping that eventually a thoughtful sort of message will emerge if you keep going, and just like that, bam, it never happens. Whoa, wow, yeah, that's a run-on. Sorry, I have to breathe. That hurrah without punctuation looks kind of bland. No, it's like a hurrah. Understated. I'm guilty of wasting ADHD meds and hyper-focusing on something not work, so I'm trying to get back into it with Twitch on, as you do. I mean, you know. I am nothing if not great background noise. I don't know how other Twitch streamers feel about their streams, but I really love the thought of being like a podcaster, almost like someone that you put up in the background as white noise that's very soothing. That's kind of the vibe I like to curate. I personally love that. It's like if you just have me up while you're going about your day, I have won. I feel like that's a good. My dad complimented your NPR voice the other day. Yes, I have gotten that feedback a lot lately. Even my therapist was like, do you do like podcasting? Do you do narration? And I was like, well, no, but kinda. So thank you for that. That is truly a very, I'm pretty happy with how people seem to find my voice very relaxing. Yeah. Oh, hey, I'm going to send you a photo of my son, Timothy. He's the best. You'd love him. This is actually a photo of the day he was born. Can you believe it? Gosh, I can't wait to see him again. Nothing like being alone in the forest to make you wish you were at home with your kid, as they say. I tell you, the last few days out here have been really a whole experience. I love to share everything that's happened to me, but there's no way I have enough room on this piece of paper. I'll tell you the story another time, okay? Sounds like a plan. Remember to stay safe out there and don't do anything I wouldn't do. Harold, you would do a lot, though. Aww, look at this picture. I heard a chime. I think that was my tea. Oh, that's right. We're full up on pictures. Where do I put this? I don't want to lose it. It's a baby photo and it's precious. Not me being like, I need more places for photos. Guess we'll have to take down one of the stonks. See, we have this one of him and his son with the cheese. You've already taken down so many other photos. Sorry, I'm trying to find a photo frame. You're like, what's with these camera angles? I want to keep the hole. I feel like that's kind of important. Okay, we're just gonna have to stash this and hope it doesn't go away. Oh, we got another mail immediately. Oh my God. Hi, howdy, book lovers. It's Book My Mail Club again. Wowee, that analysis of the Dirk Warhard franchise was a real bummer, wasn't it? I didn't know all of that, and frankly, I didn't need to. Tell you what, let's ignore all of that jury nonsense and just enjoy a good old-fashioned Dirk Warhard novel. This one is called Bullets Forever, and I can't wait to find out who Dirk Warhard kills this time. Yours in literature, Book My Mail Club. I need to start signing things yours by literature. Or yours in literature, rather. Bulls are important, it's true. Okay. I'm going to read this by the lovely mud sculpture that Monster made. Shall we? Look at the little halo over the gut. Oh my god. Bullets Forever, a Dirk Warhard novel. Oh, sorry, that's my T-balls. Are we ready? It had happened. The unthinkable had happened. Dirk Warhard was dead. Dun, dun, dun. How had such a tragedy come to pass? It all began exactly 2 weeks prior. Dirk Warhard had just successfully concluded a top-secret mission to eliminate the world's #1 terrorist, Richard McElevator. Technically, every mission Dirk Warhard engaged in was top secret, yet Dirk Warhard was also the single most popular and beloved individual on Earth, which is how every single Bond or Mission Impossible, because we just watched all the Mission Impossibles not that long ago, up until the recent one anyway, the one that's out in movie theaters. But, and I was like, how does everyone know who this guy is? He's super famous and beloved, and yet he's the super secret spy that nobody can find. Anyway, with all of his exploits cataloged exclusively in a quarterly review magazine, the quarterly review magazine, Warhard Weekly, also included supplementary materials such as fashion model foldouts of Dirk Warhard and reader quizzes like, where would Dirk Warhard punch you to kill you instantly? The ups and downs of fighting Dick McElevator, yeah. Exactly, Sana. Readers of the last Warhard Weekly would learn of how Dirk Warhard had defeated the world's #1 terrorist, Dick McElevator, just because I think that's funny, in a thrilling high-speed boat fight. The fight didn't actually take place on a boat. More so, it featured Dirk Warhard literally lifting a boat out of the water and smashing Dick McElevator to death with it. I'm still calling it Dick McElevator because I think that's really funny. Not Dick Vader. Brian. Oh, we are mature people in this room, in this stream, in this chat. Dirk Warhard had never killed a criminal with a boat before, and the sheer thrill of it blew his mind. He's our father. Oh my god, yeah, 'cause Darth Vader. In fact, days later, he was still riding a breathtaking high. Yet by the weekend, his adrenaline had cooled off, and the reality began to sink in that it was an experience he'd never again get to relive. After all, Dick Vader had been the world's #1 terrorist. The only thing mature about me is my joints. Oh, Amalia, that's so real. In the UK, he's Dick McLift. Pirate. You right. The next best thing Dirk Warhard could accomplish at this point would be to crush the world's #2 terrorist with the boat, and that just didn't light any sort of fire in his soul. For days, he languished in a cruel depression, tortured by the joys of a life he'd never get to relive. And at last, after 2 full weeks of despair, Dirk Warhard arrived at an ingenious realization. If he were to die, then he would be able to travel to the afterlife, where he could once again defeat the world's #1 terrorist, Dick McLift. Do you love that I'm just changing this every time based on how y'all are saying it in chat? And a high-speed afterlife boat battle. Thus, Dirk Warhard set out on a high-stakes, life-threatening mission to die. This effort proved more difficult than expected. He had spent decades training his skin to resist bullets and building up spiritual karma to resist the magic of voodoo effigies. Okay. He drank poison every morning, guzzled poison as he was going to bed, popped poison pills periodically during missions. The doctor once said that his body was more poison than water, and that made Dirk Warhard so happy that he shot the doctor right in the kidneys. Dick McLift with your legs, not your back. A perfect name. In the end, he decided to think himself to death. Dirk Warhard made it a point of pride to never think too hard about anything, and so it was perhaps the only way in which he was truly vulnerable. He began by attempting to spell long and complicated words, yet discovered that he was a natural genius at spelling. Then he decided to invent entirely new, much more complex words to spell, and found that he was a master at that too. Finally, he decided to invent and spell the single longest word imaginable, and that's what finally got him. The word was so long that it took him 2 weeks to spell it, after which time his brain gave out and died due to sheer hatred of letters. The last thing he yelled before blackness consumed him was, "Hell had better rule!" When Dirk Warhard came to, he was lying in an old wooden ferry, floating down a gray river, surrounded on all sides by heavy brown mist. The stench of death hung in the air. Standing next to Dirk Warhard in the ferry was an ancient-looking boatman, a frail and bony figured, covered from head to toe in tattered black cloth. The boatman propelled the ferry forward with a spindly wooden oar and groaned as he rowed. Her. It's just Charon from Hades. I hear you can fight Henry Kissinger there. Perfect. That punch him. Fight him. After some time, the boatman looked down at Dirk Warhard. Oh, snap. Are you Dirk Warhard? Could you imagine Charon being Dirk Warhard's #1 fan? The boatman began to tremble with excitement. Oh my god. Oh my god. I am such a big fan. You're a freaking legend around here. A lot of people I ferry were killed by you. And indeed, as Dirk Warhard looked around the underworld, he could see it was packed with the perished souls of many of whom he had killed either intentionally, unintentionally, or both. He recognized many of the evildoers he'd put away, villains whom Dirk Warhard felt a moral responsibility to eliminate because they had wished harm on the everyday common man. But he had killed a lot of the everyday common man too. Janitors, doctors, improv comedians. Dirk Warhard pursued his passion for violence with eyes unclouded by discrimination or class distinction. And in this sense, he was the most moral human to ever live. Is that how that works? He recognized the souls of many political envoys and ambassadors whom he'd murdered, peaceful people whom he'd specifically been assigned to protect. A small voice in the back of his head wondered why he kept getting assigned to protect peaceful political envoys, but he easily crushed the doubts with his unstoppable mind. Oh my god. Another victory for freedom of thought. Oh my god. Sir, you were an assassin used by, like, the American government. I mean, it's fine. Dirk Warhard took some photos with the boatman and signed his copy of Warhard Weekly, and then the two of them proceeded down the river. As they went, still more recognizable faces of people he'd eliminated passed by. Many of the handlers who'd been assigned to him on missions, lovers of all shapes and sizes, cashiers who'd accidentally given him too much change back, driving instructors administering his driver's license exams. Dirk Warhard had tried to get his driver's license many times over the years, but his driving was so precise and so extreme, every driving instructor who'd ever ridden in a car with him had spontaneously exploded from the thrill of it. That's not where I was expecting that sentence to go. His lack of proper driver's license continued to be a point of friction between him and his agency. Maybe my next all-influencer wrestling character will be Dirk Warhard. Oh my god, yes. Can we put Dirk Warhard in wrestling? Can we do that? Is that a thing we can do? But yes, good times on Banana Mobster. Yeah, Dirk Warhard is wild. This is a tale. Yes, we can. Fuck yes. Dirk Warhard's gonna be in all-influencer wrestling, which if you don't know what that is, go watch Pirates channel. What is Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern? And you can watch wrestling, a wrestling video game, but it's fun because we're the wrestlers. I'll add it to the list after Us Babies. That's perfect. Oh my god. Where was I? Sorry. And at last they passed by the face Dirk Warhard had been searching for all along. Dick McLift with your knees and not your legs. The world's #1 terrorist. Look at him standing over there, so smug and secure, thinking he's safe just because he's dead. Dirk Warhard boiled over with rage. He leapt from the ferry. Then in midair, he grabbed the ferry out of the water and smashed it down upon Dick McElevator's head. The ferry splintered into 1,000 pieces, and Dick McLift with your knees and not your legs, the world's #1 terrorist, was eradicated completely from all planes of existence. The boatman, who'd been thrown from the ferry when this happened, began hooting and hollering and pumping his fist. Yes, bro, yes, just like that. That's how we do it in this house. And for his part, Dirk Warhard felt the same rush of pure bliss as he'd felt during his previous boat kill, the same joy filling his soul completely from within, and he knew that the adventure had all been worth it, until a figure of pure light emerged from the heavy mist. This being was impossible to describe. It felt to Dirk Warhard like a figure from a dream he'd long forgotten from long ago. The being was impossible to directly perceive. When Dirk Warhard tried to look at it, he felt only a sense of balance and equanimity. Equanimity is a word. And a new tag team, Richard McElevator and Dick McLift. Yes. We're just adding all sorts of influence, all influencer wrestling extras. That's actually kind of funny. Oh, I love it. From the center of this being flowed the essence of all things, of light and dark, of the beginning of time and the end of creation. This being both existed and did not exist, and when it spoke without speaking. Dirk Warhard, said the being of light, you have come to the land of the perished, and you have destroyed a soul. You have eradicated life, not just from the mortal plane, but from all existence. The being floated in all directions simultaneously, illuminating the landscape. All things are bound by eternity. Even in this place, life is merely exchanged in a continual transferal of energy. It is this perpetual movement of life, its ebb and flow, which gives rise to consciousness. Your own consciousness depends on this life energy. To destroy it is to threaten existence itself. Now the being of light coalesced into a single form and stood before Dirk Warhard. Come, Dirk Warhard, I extend to you my friendship and my knowledge. Your power is so immense, I ask you to employ it in the pursuit of true compassion towards others, for there is no greater power so great as that which stems from a place of genuine love. I wish this for you. Let us walk together, and I will show you the balanced nature of eternity. I will grant you insight into the compassion which binds our... But the being of light was cut short, because Dirk Warhard had punched it directly in the groin. This was a shock to the being, because it didn't even know it had a groin. How is this possible? It said. I am the infinite. I have no body parts. I am not... Dirk Warhard punched it again, square in the nuts. The being of light doubled over in the most extreme pain it had ever felt. How? This isn't possible. Now Dirk Warhard throat chopped the being of light. It gasped and sputtered for air. I don't breathe? How? Dirk Warhard clambered up on the being's shoulders, put an arm around its neck in a headlock, and slowly twisted. Send me back to the world of the living, he screamed. Send me back or I'll twist until you snap like a twig. He applied even more pressure. Please no, gasped the being of light. Please, I'll do anything. Just let me go. The being of light pulsed with a golden glow, and Dirk Warhard felt his body begin to rise. He let go and ascended upward, out of the heavy brown mist, back towards the land of the living. The last things he heard were the being of light breathing in a huge, heaving gasps, and the bony boatman yelling, Are you freaking kidding me, bro? Yes! Yes! Oh my god. I do fully imagine Dirk Warhard looks exactly like Duke Nukem. Yes, same. Yeah. When Dirk Warhard returned to his body, he discovered that the adventure had given him a new perspective on life. Going against his general distaste for thinking, he reflected on the fragility of human existence and how easily a life is taken. He felt a weight in his chest when he thought about all of those perished souls who'd never again breathe fresh air, who'd never walk in the grass nor spend cherished time with the ones they love. And so, with this new outlook on mortality, Dirk Warhard decided that he would live forever. That's the wrong conclusion, bro, but okay. After all, he'd already been to the afterlife once, and to be honest, it kind of sucked. So he'd rather not go back again. This was a huge relief to decide, because it solved a lot of problems, and he felt the weight in his chest lift completely. You can just decide that, yeah. And with another successful mission behind him, he sat down to begin describing his new perspective on life and mortality for his column in Warhard Weekly. He was also the editor-in-chief of Warhard Weekly, so he'd have to be up all night editing and revising his own writing, not to mention inventing a whole new host of complex words. That was just the way he liked it. He grinned. God damn, it's good to be alive. It was just another typical day for Dirk Warhard. Amazing, terrible, iconic. I don't know. That's amazing. And terrible. And yep. I do love whoever got to write those. I hope you had like really good fun with that. Let's put it here. We're missing one, and I don't know what we missed, but I'm sad about it. But yeah, that was a journey. Thank you for coming on that journey with me. My T-balls are definitely ready. I was like, well, let's just read this when my T-balls are drying, but that was way longer than that. So thank you. I was gonna say, let me take a sip of water. That was a lot of reading. It was a journey. Okay, that's better. Wizard Styles, hi, good to see you, friend. Hope you're doing good. All right, let's go up here. I think we can just make, I'm just gonna make this tea. This isn't really gonna be gross tea. I know Monster wanted gross tea, but really she can't tell the difference between good and gross tea, so I'm just gonna give her tea. We're just gonna give her the tea that I have because I don't want to waste time making more stuff. Val is motivated by laziness and pretty tea. E-ball. Just sat down and now one of my cats is yelling at me, catapulting a toy across my room. If that is not the way with cats, that is how they be doing. I'm gonna put in a whistleberry. Ooh, that's pretty. Yeah, we're gonna do this. We're just gonna give her. What if I give her 2? What if we put in double the sugar? Have all the time in the world to drink tea, make tea, and read about Dirk. Yeah, that's the priority. The priorities. Okay, hold on. There is other stuff in here. Let me pour that out. I don't remember what this is. This might have even been something I wanted to give her, but it's not now. I don't think it was, but it's fine. We're just watering the plant. If you're like, that's a waste, it grows flowers, so it's fine. Cat update, I got up to play with him and he ran away to go eat. That is 100%. That sounds like cats. Oh wait, I fucked up. That is how cats do. Forgot to kick this. Important part of the process. Alright. Now we can... This is just double whistleberry, so it's just double the sugar. Let's see how that goes. I was trying to be precise, but it's fine. Alright, let's give this to Monster. See if she probably will just think it's all gross no matter what because she's a child, but you know. Alright, little gremlin. Here's your gross, here you go. Gross tea. What is it? Just a cup with liquid? That's what tea is. It's just flavored water. This sucks. Tea sucks. No, it doesn't. Just try it. What if I say yes, it does? What happens if I say yes? Because I feel like kids are very reverse logic. But yeah, okay. Yes, tea sucks. Yes. Can I get a different one? I worked hard making this one for you. Just drink it. Nah. I gotta go do stuff. Bye. I had a feeling she wouldn't drink it no matter what, and I was like, I'm making this one for Alta. Because I want to get more dialogue for her. So we're going to sit here and drink it. See what she says about the sugar. I think it's a miscommunication, so this should be fun.
When I was 15, this was after I'd run away from home and then come back.
We ran away from home and then came back. Okay.
My mom pulled me aside, and she asked me why I seemed so scared. Why I was always insisting that bad things were going to happen, and that everyone needed to be more in control.
That's called anxiety.
Had someone hurt me? She asked. Was I in some sort of danger? I didn't know how to answer that. How to explain that, no, nobody had hurt me. I just knew. I knew something was going to happen.
That's the anxiety.
How to explain to her that I just had to be ready. So I didn't say anything. And then she looks at me like she's about to communicate important information in her life.
You're gonna miscommunicate it.
She says, Alta, do you need to count things? What? I had no idea what she meant. She said, you know, counting things for no reason everywhere you go, and something bad will happen if you stop counting things. No, never. To this day, I've never felt anything like that.
I think
at all.
That's the miscommunication about anxiety.
I don't know why. I told her yes. She nodded, very seriously. Okay, she said. There are ways of dealing with it. Don't ever let it show if you can help it.
That's not how you deal with it.
Don't tell your father. Don't tell your
I'm
father.
starting to think the mom's the drama. Hang on, Mom, right? I'm starting to think. So, pro tip, if your kid comes to you and says that they're scared all the time and that they're worried that if they stop doing, like if they aren't prepared for this, that something bad's going to happen, and you go, okay, there are ways of dealing with this. Don't tell anyone, and definitely don't tell your dad. Like, no. That is the worst answer. Terrible mom to 0 out of 10. Yikes. If you have anxiety, the solution is not to smother it. That just makes it worse. Pro tip from me to you. Oof. Okay, hold on. Woro has words. Hello, miss. Woro is having yet another one of his silly ideas. I am feeling like the pots inside our shop are looking a little barren. So I thought to ask if you would care to fill them up with some plants. You did such a wonderful job before with the hanging pots. Wouldn't it be lovely to also fill the pots inside? Watching you makes me want to play this game again. I will take that as a very good compliment. I like that. No, this game is really interesting and good. Sure, I'll try to find some time for it. I don't want to say that aren't we leaving soon? We aren't. This is not going to be the real finale. Let's be real. I mean, unless this ends in like an hour. Why did I leave my Steam Deck? Oh no. Lovely. Any plants should do the trick. I will let you decide which ones. You could just be filling the big stationary pots. No need to fill the smaller ones, unless you really want to. While you were doing that, how about if I drop a little picture for you? I had a very emotional beginning of 2025 between this game and Citizen Sleeper 2. Oh, I love Citizen Sleeper 2. We didn't play it on stream because it's a lot of talking. And it's a little harsh on the voice. But I do have a Citizen Sleeper Let's Play I will eventually get back to, and then we'll eventually get to Citizen Sleeper 2. I will eventually get back to Let's Plays on YouTube. I'll do the YouTube command one more time. Because I'm still trying to push YouTube a bit more, just because I can do smaller chunks of like videos and recordings than streams, so it's less energy. So I've been doing that a little more, and I appreciate y'all watching stuff. Yeah, Woro is not much of an artist, it's true, but I am enjoying drawing from time to time. Once you have filled up our shop with lovely plants, come see me and I will give you whatever I've managed to draw. Okay, done. Sold. I have a pot somewhere still. Where did I put it? Where did I put my pot? Nope. There. I was like, I know I have a pot. Where are the other? Oh, these pots are bigger. Pot. Wahaha. I'm like, I can do this. No problem. There are so many little plants. Doo-doo-doo. I love that that's the big set, the same size. The struggle. Can I put coffee beans in there? Will that... Hold on, will it let me coffee? What happens if I... Oh, it does. That's so funny. Okay. We have a coffee in there now. Whoops. This one's pretty. I like this one. Gonna put this one here. Yeah. Also, I just saw a blank picture frame. Hold on. We're gonna put this one here. Aw, look at the baby. This is Gerald's son, Timothy. It's very cute. I didn't want to lose it. I believe we can also take these from here and put them in here. Yeah. He said just the big ones on the floor, right? I feel like we can do all of these. Okay, hold on. Let me... Oh, this is a good one. I'm just grabbing plants and putting them, transferring them. That baby is a star. I see what you did there. Waha. All right. And then I think we need like 1 or 2 more. I don't know if it actually says when you're done, but it's fine. I'm just grabbing plants. Oh, this is like the same on both. That's funny. I guess I could probably make a few of my own here. That's a T-ball. You can't plant that. Hold on. This one that has 10. How do I make little ones again? Hold on. Small hybrids. We can do... let's see. I like the Mystic Sugar Pops. We're gonna make those. Those are cute. If I can remember what I just looked at. Hold on. Okay. I like it you can plant anywhere. That's kind of nice. Pink and green. I did immediately forget it the second I saw it again. Here we go. Oh, water can empty. Also, it's raining, so you think I could just get the water. Everything could be watered automatically, but no. Gotta do it manually. I hope everyone's doing good. Hope y'all are having a good Friday. Ready. Okay. Oh. Where did I want to put this one? There. Okay. I wonder if I can make these smaller. Well, I don't want to. I'm lazy. Then we have 10 of these, so I'll just make one in a row. I think that'll be enough. There might be... I think maybe 1 or 2 more pots in there, but that might be most of them, question mark. Oh no, there's some down here too. Okay, deceptive. I'm just picking the ones I have the most seeds of and putting them in a row. At this point, it's just sheer laziness. There we go. I'm like, how do I appease Boro as quickly as possible? I just want Boro to be happy with my plants. Yeah, there's a lot of pots, surprisingly. I wasn't expecting that. I think that's all of them. Someone get Link, right? Do we have to do... I think he said just all the big ones on the bottom floor. Right? Yeah. Hello, miss. Is there something I can be assisting you with? Nope. Okay. What was the task? All the pots inside our shop. Okay. So, not just the ones on the base floor. So, 1 there. 1 there. Okay. So, there's 2 more. 2 more. I think. 3 more. Shit. Well, 4 more? 5 more. There's so many. Pot ninjas are very laid back and hungry clan. Yeah. They're just vibing. Oh, Nana. Okay, hold on. Nana's got stuff, but first we're gonna... all these pots. We're gonna do all these plants. It's important. I just want Boro to be happy. Half of these are just gonna be coffee beans at this point, but that's fine. Boro will always have coffee. So have a good lurk. Hope the meeting isn't too annoying. I think the thing that's slowing me down is I have to go run and find the plant. Oh, there's some over here. I can just take these. What if I took this? I don't even know what this is, but I'm taking it. It looks like a big pine cone. Coffee, most important plant, makes the go juice. I do like the go juice. I do need that. There we are. Just stealing plants from other locations now. What if plants everywhere else taken? Oh, a seed. Ooh, I don't know what that does, but I'm gonna leave it there for now. There's a bunch of mushrooms. I guess we will just pick another coffee bean. Coffee plant. Can't steal plants. Plants of the forest. Skiff. I guess that's true. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff I planted over there. I completely forgot about. That's kind of funny. Okay. Go up here. There's that one. Is there one back here? No. Okay. These are all done. That one's done. I think this one needs a plant. And then I think there are two more on like a little ledge that it looked a little secreted away over there. Let me go find, I could have sworn I saw, aha, I did see more plants over here. Gimme. All right. I think, yeah, there are two plants here. Can I climb up here? Plant. Use plant. I saw the thing highlight for a second. Hot. There we go. I just spammed the button until it let me. Because it was kind of finicky there. I was like, Oh, there was a plant. There was an empty pot right there, right into the front of the shop on that side. Thought I wouldn't notice that, Boro. But I did. Two. Shit. I didn't notice that, but I did now. So, yeah. Oh, there's three in here. Oh my god. Oh, it kind of blocks Timothy's photo, but oh well. I need one more, I think. Yeah. All right, let's do this one. Why not? I need this one for over here. Yeah. That. I'm gonna spam it until it lets me. Come on. Come on. I believe in you. It's like not quite getting there. Come on. Like not. Please. This pot. Pain. Okay, this one might be too big and unwieldy. Where should I put you instead? I guess let's triple check that there's no empty ones over here that I missed somehow. Nope. Okay, can I just put it from here? I don't know how to get that one. Okay, maybe that one doesn't count. Maybe Boro will just be happy with this. Right there. Where did he go? Boro, are you happy? Hello, miss. Is there something I could be assisting you with? Okay, I filled the pots with plants. We did it. So you did. Miss Alta, it looks quite lovely. I am very glad that even here in the twilight of our time together, you are still taking the time to make our space beautiful. Aww. It means a lot to Boro. Truly, it does. Now then, are you quite ready to see this little drawing that I have cooked up? Yes. Aww. And here it is. What do you think? I love it. Not bad. Not bad at all. No, this is great. Thank you so much. It turned out rather well, if I'm saying so. I will call this piece A Million Tiny Delights. Yes, this is a good name. Here, I would be honored to let you take the drawing with you. Aww. I'm keeping it. Thank you again so much for your help. I'm keeping it. It's mine. I love him. He's so sweet and just sincere, and I don't know. I just think Boro is cool. Monster has a thingy, and so does Nana. If I'm looking, where does Nana go? Nana is not on this map anymore. Hold on. Nana, I saw your shop. Where'd you go? Got him. Aha. Yeah, there it is. Okay, let's go do Nana's stuff. Oh, look at the little Boro plushie. No, there's no ads yet. Not for 30 more minutes. Remember we did the BRB? We still have another 30 minutes before ads. I know, it's kind of like... I changed the timing of when ads are. I still have no idea how you can set up so quickly. Come on down, come on down. You know you want it, losers. It was an hour after the first 30 minutes? No, yeah, it's, it still says I've got about 26 minutes left. Yeah. We should be good on ads. I got goods, I got products. You've never seen so many goods and products. So get off your ass, get a job, and then come buy stuff at Nana's. Oh, I think it's also because we didn't actually do the BRB at 30 minutes. We did it at 40 minutes because I'm me and I took too long. Oh, so you know. What do you want? To buy stuff from you, obviously. Buy stuff. Missy, didn't you hear me say get a job? And don't give me this nonsense about tea. I'm talking about honest nanobook producing work. Look at you. Still 0 nanobooks. It's pathetic. Take a look. Here's what you would be able to buy if you had any damn income to your name. Why is Nana so funny? I want the tea shop loser. Oh. I want him. Give him to me. Oh. Ha, you should see the look on your face right now. Awe, intimidation, the recognition of greatness. These are the kinds of products you can only dream of, and even in your dreams, they'd be knockoffs. How about if I trade you for one of them like before? Sorry, kid. That was the old me. I'll admit I had a bit of a freewheeling side back then. But the new me is hard and calloused. No trades, no deals. Oh my god. I'll never be... Hold up a sec. Are those coffee beans? Who peed in Nana's Cheerios? She's the embodiment of capitalism. Who the dang heck started growing coffee beans out here? A mystical space being from another dimension, because, you know. Sure. Look, it don't matter to me where they came from. All I know is I ain't had a cup of coffee in weeks. So here's what we'll do. You can bring me a coffee, and if it's acceptable, we can discuss a trade. Acceptable being the key word there. What kind of coffee do you want? Now see here, I actually know a damn thing or two about coffee, so I hope you're writing this down. You're gonna start by brewing 2 coffee beans in hot water. Scalding hot. Pour that baby into a cup, let it sit for a second. Then make a second brew. This time the water should only be warm. Bring it maybe halfway to boiling, then cut the heat. Drop a whaling fruit and a sweet medium into the warm water for taste, then 1 more coffee bean. Are you kidding? Now you're gonna pour that second mix on top of the coffee already in the cup. The taste is all in the layers. It's called nuance, and you kids have never heard of it. Alright, that's my order. I've even reduced the recipe down for you, so help me if you screw it up. I will go give this a shot. Wow. That is so many. Okay, brew hot water with 2 coffee beans, pour into a cup. Make a second brew with warm water, Whaling, sweet medium, and 1 coffee bean. Oh my god. Okay. Hold on. Sweet medium. Medium. There's a whaling and a medium. Where's medium? Oh, great. I don't have one of those. Let's see. Wowie. Yeah, so, okay, we need a whaling and a sweet medium. Is there a difference between a regular medium and a sweet medium? Okay, no, it's just a sweet medium. Okay, that's fine. Let's see. Let's go grab some coffee beans and clean them while I figure out the other coffee situation, the plant situation. I haven't even made sweet medium yet. No, apparently not. Wait, sorry, this goes in the dishwasher first. How to clean your coffee beans. You put them in the dishwasher, apparently. Oh, my thingy is making sounds again. Hold on. The music sometimes gets stuck, and it's kind of funny. Let's put you to cow. Cow seems cool. Alright, let's let that clean. That's 3 that I need. And then I guess I'll just come over here. Sweet medium bush is green with... Okay. We've already done blue, yellow, and then green. So we haven't done pink on the outside with green on the inside. So I think that's probably what it is. I had to guess. Let's see if I'm right. That's a T-ball. I don't need that. I need my watering can. Aha! Oh, you're right. Cool. All right, we got this. And then I need the whaling. Steven, thank you for that 61 month resub. Oh my god, so many months. That's so many years. Hope you're doing good. Steven, have you been I know you've been playing some demos. Which ones have you enjoyed the most? If you've been playing Steam Next Fest demos, because there's so many, which ones have you been enjoying the most? We have yellow and 3 pink. Okay. Oh no, I don't have enough pink. Okay, hold that thought at the pink. I feel like I left some that spawn pink seeds in the shop. Hold on. Nope, nope. Can I just water? Will this spawn? It will! Okay, cool. Those are green. I'm still taking this instead of... There's a seed back there somewhere. Oh well. I'll put that back. Actually, can I put Boro's drawing here instead? Sorry. Sorry, Timothy. My card is better than your card? Oh, that sounds fun. Is that... I saw you playing that, but I didn't quite see like the vibe of what it was. 2 or 3 more to check out. There are so many. It's just a lot, but not in a bad way. It's just it's just so many demos. All right. Let's see. I need more ink seeds, but I already stole all the stuff that makes things. Well, I think I can clip these for a seed? No, it just destroys it. I'm trying to remember how this works. It's fun and simple enough to get into easily. Oh, yeah, it's kids playing a card game, but the card stats are based on what stickers you put on them. Oh, that's fun. I like that. I'm gonna water all of these and hope one of them is the right one, which I don't think it is. Maybe this one. Give me pink. Still green. Eh. I have so many green seeds and none of the other. Rip. You will be. I'm just watering all these in the hopes. Oh, thank God. Okay. We found one that has pink. They do a cute thing where if you add lots of stats to a card, it just gets longer and longer. Oh my God, that's so fun. I do like that. I think I have enough of everything now. Okay. Yeah. A good enough amount for all of these. All right, all right. Where was I making this? I was making this right here. I was like, where was I going? Nope, that's blue. That's pink. There we go. Yay. Okay. All right. Let's see if I can. Any demos you like so far? Oh God. Well, yes. You've given me an excuse to use the YouTube demos command. I put everything that I've played so far in a playlist. The one that I just uploaded today, Hurdling. Steven, you might like Hurdling. It's very aesthetic and very pretty and very cute. And there's friends and it feels like stuff you've played before. So Hurdling was really cute. I like Unbeatable for rhythm game things. Crescent County was really nice because it was nice and gay. Henry Halfhead was very cute, and the devs were very sweet and used my demo footage, like my demo recording, for their promo stuff, and like were super sweet about that. So it's been a really cool Next Fest so far. I'll be real. All right, sorry to this brew, but we're gonna pour it down the drain because everything we're about to do is weirdly elaborate. So we gotta have an empty thing. All right, we have so many coffee beans. Have the sweet medium. We have whaling. Give me my coffee bean. All right. Oh, my pocket full. That's fine. Okay. So Nana has a very specific order. All right. Let's see. Her order was brew hot water with 2 coffee beans and pour into a cup. So I think we'll only go to about here because she wants some very exact and precise stuff. Hot water, boiling water for the first one. There's so many cute note emotes. Oh my God. All right, boiling. That is correct. Let's see if I can manage this. This feels overly complicated. Toss that in there. Then she wanted a second coffee bean in there. Chuck that in. And what else? Okay. Pour into cup. Make second brew with warm water, whaling, sweet medium, and 1 coffee bean. Okay, okay, okay. So we're gonna pour this one. This feels a little much. Oh well. Yeah, although I note the names down, will I ever get to check them all out? Who knows? Yeah, like there's so many good demos. I'll probably never get around to all of it. Okay. Well, that's kind of a full cup. Oh, it looks like sludge. But we're just gonna... We're gonna pour other stuff on top of it. Okay. Then it was second brew with warm water. When a game comes out, checks the list. Oh yeah, I wanted to try that when it was a demo. Yeah. That happens a lot. It happens so much. Okay, I think that's good enough. And this one was semi-warm. Like halfway. Yeah, halfway. Warm. Okay, whaling. Whaling. Sweet medium. And then a coffee bean. Oh, interesting color happening there. And then pour it on top of the first cup. So let's see. See how this goes. All right. I don't know if I did that right. It feels like I didn't. But, all right. Let's go see if Nana... Let's see if Nana likes it. I don't know. This is so wild. A picky Starbucks customer could never write. All right, Nana. Please. Here's your coffee. I like the coffee animations are different for everyone. Are we approving? I can't tell. Oh, ma'am, you can't just throw my coffee. Okay. Well, hot dang, Missy, you made a cup of coffee. Is it the finest cup I've ever had? Not a chance. But it'll do. Ha, I did it. Ha, it'll do. Look at that. You've got me all drippy and sentimental. All right, fine. You upheld your end. You get to take one item with you. No hesitation, the Burrow plushie. Immediate. Instantaneously. There. Business settled. Now get out of my hair. We have one Burrow plushie named Tea-Shop Loser. And I love him. Let's go see where Monster went. Hello, Monster. I just saw you. There you are. Hey, bud. Hey, little guy. Okay, you don't even want to talk. All right. Now what? The little frowny star friend was very cute. Yeah, I needed the Burrow plushie. What should I do next? Well, let's see. Oro cannot think of anything. No, indeed. Nothing at all. Nothing? Aren't you in charge around here? Give me something to do. Miss Alta, while I am appreciating your enthusiasm, I must humbly request your patience. Sometimes there will simply be nothing to do. This is in fact the way of things. And you have pushed yourself so hard recently. Oro is thinking you are due for a bit of nothing. What do you say? Is it acceptable to not have any particular task at hand? Fine. Excellent. I am tremendously grateful for your inexhaustible patience. I think it's really fun that the game's like, hey, do you need a task right now? Given, like, life, do you really need to be doing everything at the moment? And it's like, well, no, I guess I could slow down. Like, I guess, but fine. Guess I'll go clip some of these instead. Oh yeah, I could have been clipping these and they drop seeds sometimes. That would have been good, I guess. Where'd my clippers go? Excuse me? Oh, I put them on the stump on accident and it scared me. I was like, what? Where did my clippies go? Alright. Clipping. Okay. Well. And nobody wants anything still. Wow, everybody is being really good at wasting time. Well, shit. You seem to have lost your clippy. Would you like some help with that? Oh my god. I did lose my clippy. I guess we'll go look at the sword. Kind of curious. I haven't touched it in a long time. Still can't lift it, I bet. Yeah. When I go home, will I be able to take my sword with me? I hope so. I really do. Let it go. I like that we let it go. Kind of easier instead of getting mad at ourselves. That was nice. Cat, hello. Oh, Nana has stuff. Okay, cool. Nana. Hey, you there. Come here. Hello, customer of Wanderstop. How may I help you today? Oh, cut the crap. I don't need your sass. Look over there. The child, the one behaving like a little gremlin. Where is its parents? I honestly don't know. I asked, but she wouldn't tell me. Kids off the leash, running around, causing havoc. Don't like it. By the time we can lift it, we'll know we don't need it anymore. Exactly. But yes, Kat, I hope you're doing good. That's it. That's all I had to say. Now get out of here. Bye, Nana. I'm gonna say make me. Make me. Make you? As if I've got nothing better to do than be your disciplinarian. I've got a business to run. I've got shareholders breathing down my neck. I'm busy. Here, you want a chore to do? Go give me another coffee. Will you give me another item from your shop if I do? Another item? Aw, come on. Don't tell me you're just barging right into negotiations like that. Hasn't anyone ever taught you to haggle? This is basic stuff, kid. In fact, here it is. Professor Currency's Guide to Economic Volume 6. Covers haggling front to back. Steady up, then do me a favor and don't waste my time from now on. Oh, and bring me that coffee. You bring me a coffee and then maybe we'll assess the trading another item situation. Maybe. Possibly. I promise nothing. The last coffee you brought me was a little weak. Let's kick this one up a notch. Oh no, come on. You're gonna make a batch with 3 beans this time and pour it into a cup. Then make a second batch of warm water with whaling, 1 more coffee bean, and actually, get the helium out of there. I hate vanilla. Got no idea what I was thinking. Just put some cinnamon in there instead, you hear? Needs a bit of a kick. Then pour that baby on top of the 3-bean coffee. Got all that? Sheesh, I ought to just make the dang thing myself. You're lucky I'm so busy tending the stall. Well, stop talking to me and get the heck to it. Well, I think that's a good place to BRB. We're about 5 minutes till ads anyway, so I'm gonna BRB. We're only gonna be playing about 30-40 more minutes. We're not gonna go a full second hour. Yeah, we're gonna do 1 more BRB and then we'll do like about 30 more minutes and then we'll be done. So don't forget to stretch, hydrate, take your meds, all that good stuff. And then we might not finish this. I love how I keep saying we are for real almost done with this. And then every time this game kind of laughs at me and is like, but are you though? Are you ever going to finish this? Probably not. But yeah, I'll be right back. Don't forget to stretch, hydrate, take your meds, all that good stuff. And I'll be right back. We haven't gotten that deep into the BRB in a minute. I just wanted to take a minute to grab an extra snack and stretch a little longer and make sure I was properly BRBing so Amalia wouldn't knife moat me. Also, it was just good to stand up and move around for a sec. But yeah, Amalia is great, don't get me wrong. I never wanted to come across them just like, oh my gosh, no, I truly am. I am so bad at self-care that the reminders are very important. I guess we'll see how long this economics thing is. Let me see how many pages. Okay, this isn't as long as Dirk Warhard, so this should be okay. I was like, if it's just as long as Dirk Warhard, I don't know that I can do it. I don't know that I'm strong enough. Also have a good dinner, Amelia. But yeah. Okay, we're gonna give this sort of like a more or less like a noir narration tone and more of like a economic teacher tone. Welcome back, reader, to the thrilling world of economics. If you've read each volume of my book series up until now, which we haven't, but that's fine, then you should already be comfortable with such topics as inflation, scarcity, counterfeit dollar bills, the scrimular effect, imaginary taxes versus actual taxes, and all 7 methods of exporting dairy. Yep, I'm definitely familiar with all of that, 100%. In this volume, however, we will be focusing on one singular topic, haggling. Not many can withstand the full force of Dirk Warhard once, yet alone twice. Exactly. Dirk Warhard was a lot. Haggling is the great paradox of economics. If everything has a price, why should the price change via negotiation? In this sense, haggling is a sort of economic black magic, a forbidden art to be called upon only in the most dire of circumstances. In some countries, excessive use of haggling can lead to a drastic prison sentence. Of course, a person skilled in haggling can quite easily reduce the prison sentence down to practically nothing. Okay. When is it appropriate to haggle? There are 3 generally accepted circumstances in which price negotiation is called for. First, when a vendor has used cosmic witch energy, how do I get that, to artificially raise the price of a product. Witches are widely known for being disdainful of the basic tenets of capitalism. Do you hate that? and will therefore lend their powers to unscrupulous vendors in an effort to offset the market. Go. I love that. Yes. Love a witch willing to fuck up capitalism. Second, it is acceptable to haggle on behalf of a small orphan child who's sickly ill and only has a single coin to his name, who hands you the coin and coughs pitifully, asking you please help him buy a loaf of bread for himself and his sister, and he knows that a single coin isn't enough bread for you, but won't you please see if somehow you can negotiate the price down? And finally, it is acceptable to barter with within a government-approved 12 by 12 foot haggle zone, if properly sanitized. I am not gonna lie, I do not want to read all this. My throat is kind of sore. From Dirk Warhard. That sentence is something. But it gives the feel for it. I think that's a good energy on the appropriate times to haggle. I don't want to spend the last 30 minutes just reading about haggling though, but I do love it. Let's go over here and put this in the book library. Oh, I wonder if this is the last place because there's no other spots. So I guess we got all the books. We're so cool. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, brew hot water with 3 coffee beans. I don't even know that I have 3 anymore. No, I only have 2. Good news is though we have the sweet melium she wants. I don't know cinnamon. Hold on. Let's go to the large. Which one of you has the word cinnamon in it? Pale melon. Overwhelmingly potent taste, rich with cinnamon. Okay, pale melon. We gotta make a pale melon. Hold on. Put that right here. Pale melon was what? Pink with yellow. I do like that you can just plant things literally anywhere, so I can put this in the front. It doesn't have to be in a garden. It can just be right by the door so I can grab it very quickly. Alright. I almost said shower the plants, like put a plant in a shower. I was trying to say water it. Like what? Brain. I need to fill my watering can. Yeah, we got about maybe 30-ish minutes left and then we'll be done for this stream. So welcome back, Sahana. We're going to about like 1-ish, 1 o'clock-ish, 1:15-ish. I've decided to kind of do streams to where Ian has a pretty consistent like 1:30 call and then we go for walkies after that normally. So it's like, oh, okay, cool. I can perfectly time this out to like 1:15-ish and then kind of chill. And then get walkies in. So it'd be like a perfect stream in time. So I feel like I've calculated wisely today. Okay. Let's go back to requests. Okay, brew hot water with 3 coffee beans. Oh wait, that was the thing. I don't have 3 coffee beans. I only have 2. Hold on. Let's go see if I cleaned some extra ones. I was gonna say we did some strategery on timing today. Only a little bit. Okay, I do not have clean coffee beans. Hold on, we gotta find some coffee beans. Oh, here's 3 perfectly right here. Why don't we just... Oh, pocket is full. Okay, fine. Here's a pretty... I do like the plants are all very gorgeous. Pretty plants, 10 out of 10. I feel like I had a dirty coffee bean. Okay. Let me grab 1 more dirty coffee bean just to have a spare in case I screw up. In case of missteps. In case of user error. But also, this is a lot of coffee, Nana. Alright. Give me my coffee beans. Where'd they go? Okay, the dishwasher takes a minute. I see. Not me being like, give me coffee. Or at least the coffee beans. There we go. I think it's cute. They just chuck them there. Give me pizza. Pizza. I don't. I was just yelling it. I feel like I should. To be in your defense, I feel like I should remember it, but I don't. Feels like a 90s jingle. Can I have my coffee bean? Thank you. Yeah, I hope you're doing good. Hope everybody's doing good. Okay. It is time to begin Nana's complex coffee order. Oh, it was the Olsen twins. I mean, I should know that because I was obsessed with like the Mary-Kate and Ashley movies. Like the Disney movies. I was a big fan of those. Let's see. Brew hot water. 3 coffee beans. Okay. Hot water. Hot water. That might be far too much. Okay. Hot water, which is boiling water. I think. She didn't say change anything about the first bit except add 3 coffee cups. Or coffee beans. She wants so much coffee. Alright. Coffee. Brew hot water with 3 coffee beans. So chuck that in there. And that. Oh my god. I'm scared of this. That is 3 separate coffee beans. Let me find a cup for this because I realize I don't have one. Hold on. Alright, Nana. Oh, I have fear. I'm just gonna pour this all the way. And then hopefully, because this seemed to work just fine for the last one. Alright. Let's get back on this. And then she wanted second brew with warm water. So not fully heated. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just zooming around on this T-bong. Okay. Warm water, which was like halfway. Is that halfway, right? Yeah, it's about halfway. Okay. And then, oh, why is Nana's order so complicated? Nana, why are you so complex? Okay. Warm water, whaling. Whaling. Cinnamon is the pell melon. And then yet another coffee bean, right? Yeah, and 1 coffee bean. Oh, that looks fun. Okay. By fun, I mean, whoa. All right, let's see what this does. Ah! I mean, I feel like that it works, right? Oh, that was like nothing. Okay. Well, let's see if Nana likes it. Alright, Nana. Me too, Nana. I do love coffee. Like strong coffee, very good. Okay, Nana. Here you go. Please like it. I think she like has to assess it. Like if it's about to steal her lunch money. Then she chucks the cup. And there's a breaking sound. And I'm like, but... Yep, you did it. To your credit, I'll say this. You brought me 2 cups of coffee now. Oh, that's so sweet of you to say. No, it isn't. It's the cold, objective truth. Still, you did bring me a second coffee. Fine, take something else off my hands. But only 1. Pictures! I do like this cute little ghosty friend. I kind of like the retro cup, though. I'll take the retro cup. Say, the kid over there, the ones whose parents are a mystery, what's her deal? What's she doing around here? Nana being kind of like, what's with this lost child? No idea. She's just running around drawing on the walls, asking me questions. She calls herself Monster, but I don't know if that's her real name. Now listen to me. Kid like that, running around unsupervised. It's no good. Also, hi, Prel. Kids don't just automatically become healthy, well-rounded people like me. Takes work. They need coaching. They need direction. You hear what I'm saying? What have you done for the kid, huh? What kind of direction are you giving her? I'm proudly letting her draw on the walls. That's your idea of proper role modeling? Oh, listen up here. You're gonna ruin that kid with your hippie delusions. Gonna ruin her right into the ground. Forget all about this ad hoc art class you're letting her host. Try giving her an inkling of direction. You think a kid like that just figures it out all on her own? Hell no. Maybe you should look after her. Ha, good deflection. Almost make me forget I'm contributing something to society. I've got services to provide. Meanwhile, you're stumbling about and spilling tea down your socks. Besides, you're the only person here that this kid will properly listen to. That's the truth. So don't screw her up with your nonsense. Alright, now get out of here. Your Nana Buckless vibes are wrecking my intended atmosphere. Thanks for the advice. Okay, Boomer, she's the epitome of that, but she's oddly endearing, like, under all that, like, crabbiness is a decent human, I think. Somewhere. Where is this child, speaking of which? Oh, she's like all the way over there. Okay. You can teach her to run with the full coffee cup and not spill any. If that is an essential skill, honestly. Oh my god, I'm running through. Okay. Well, you have nothing to say to me. So. Just grabbing some tea. Waiting for the game to decide to do more things with me. Deep down, she's good, and underneath that, more crotchiness. Yeah, there's something. I can't even stir a coffee cup without spilling, honestly, same. But I hope everyone's having an alright day. Hope everyone is doing good today. Alright. More tea. I mean, just in case. I don't really know if we need it, but might as well. Throw some more tea balls on the old tea ball timer. Is that kind of funny to say? T-ball timer is it's funny. Aw, I'm glad you're having a good Friday. Or at least an alright Friday. See, anybody want something from me now? Maybe? No? Okay. I like that I'm like, game, I'm trying to finish this game today. Game. I don't think we're finishing today. Just putting that out there. Who's shocked by that? Amalia in the distance should be like, I am not shocked by this in the slightest. The weeds are taking over. They take over every time. Oh my god, yeah, they're very big back here. Okay. Wander does not, in fact, ever stop. Aha! There we go. Is that such a bad thing? No, it's true. Hey, I got a question. If I find a thing and nobody else is using it, that means it's mine, right? Do I get to keep it? What exactly did you find? Come here, I'll show you. Why are you running right through the... Of course you are. Not me pulling out a teacup instead of the clippers so I can make a path for her, but they immediately... That thing just grew right back after I clipped it, so that's fun. What is that? Hold on. Where are you? A friend! Oh my god. That's actually really funny looking. I'm keeping that. Oh, is she going to my sword? Honey, no. You're not allowed. That's sharp. 100% she found my sword. Oh no. Girl. Look, it's a cool sword. I found it. Oh, excuse me, I had a cough. I found it so I get to keep it, right? Oh, well, that's actually my sword, so it already belongs to me. If it's yours, why is it sitting over here? Oh, well, it's a really strange reason. I don't know how to explain it. Tell me. Well, I used to be a fighter. This was the sword I used in combat. You were a fighter? Yep, 8 years professionally. Wow, that's so cool. Where did your sword come from? How'd you get it? I had it made for me by one of the truly great blacksmiths where I lived. I gave her endless instructions and specifications for how it should feel and what it should look like. When I held the finished work, I knew beyond a doubt that it would help me become a champion. Endless days I trained with only the sword over and over, learning its every subtlety. Sword framed by mushrooms, yeah. Years of practice, hundreds of fights, all using the sword. By the end, I felt complete and total mastery with it. The sword was made for me. I shaped myself around it. Do you want to talk about that, Alta? You shaped yourself around it rather than, like, you let it define who you are as a human. Have you ever killed a person in a fight? Of course the kid doesn't care about all that, yeah. I don't want to talk about that. But I want to know. I want to know everything about fighting. Is it fun to be in a real fight? Does it make you feel super, super cool? Monster, I don't do all this because it's cool or fun. Really? So why do you do it? Ooh, Monster being like, if you're not having fun, why are you doing it? Because it challenges me in a way that I love. I like that one. With a lot of skills, it's totally subjective as to how good you are compared to others. That is true. As a writer, the combat is black and white. Either you overpower your opponent or they overpower you. Monster is just providing free therapy, right? It's a nice one, yeah. So every time I defeat someone in combat, I know without question that I'm the one who worked harder. Actually, that is some shit. Because maybe that combatant had a rough day. Maybe they were sick. Maybe they got a muscle cramp right beforehand. There's a ton of random shit. Nothing is just subjectively... Anyway. It's perfect crystal clarity. I did the work and you didn't. That is not at all crystal true. Also friend at arms high. It's Space Tube Valkyrie. Yeah, we're a PNG tuber today. A lot of things in the world are confusing, but this one thing isn't. It's incredible. And yes, if you're interested, that is the link to the DIY. I can hear... Oh, I never turned my alerts back on. Well, you can hear them still, though. That's interesting. You can only hear them on this page. Why is that? I'll figure that out later. Anyway, please imagine that. You heard the alert sound, but please imagine the little visual in your hearts. What? What's that look? You are the coolest person ever. Really? I thought you said I was just obnoxious and old. Sorry, I'm avoiding the ableism word. Yeah, that's because I didn't know you could fight. But now I know you're a fighter, a real one. That's so cool. I don't feel very cool. I like the finally a child's approval. Nah, you're cool. It's official. Oh man, Jackie No Name would freak out if he knew I was hanging out with you. Let me have more tea. I want more tea. To drink or to abandon. Yeah. Listen, if you want tea, you should request a specific kind. What's your favorite taste or your favorite thing to eat? Sometimes I eat dirt, but not because I wanna. Just because it makes Annabeth so mad, which I like. What else? Cereal. Commander Crispies is my favorite. I eat it every time I'm staying at Tessa's place. Tessa's mom is so cool because she actually lets me eat sugary cereal. Cereal sucks if it doesn't have lots of sugar in it. That's what Commander Crispy says. Okay, so things that you eat include breakfast, cereal, sugar, and dirt. Yeah, I think so. All right, I'm going to make you a cup of tea, and this time you're going to actually drink it. Okay, she wants breakfast, cereal, sugar, and dirt. I think I'm just gonna give her hold on. There was one here that tasted like sweet and sugary. And then I could have sworn one of these specifically mentioned cereal. Oh, returns your thoughts to a time of innocence, maybe? Yeah, I guess we'll just do the whistleberries because it's sweet and sugary. Yeah. I feel like there was one that was like nostalgic, but I don't remember. It's fine. Oh, I guess maybe the Puff Pod makes you nostalgic for something you never actually experienced. What were the game help rules? Breakfast cereal, sugar, and dirt. which I don't really know how to get the dirt in there, but I'm not giving the child dirt, even if she wants it. Let's see. If you accept help, I don't really know what you mean by that. Sorry. I don't know. Full of minerals to help a growing child get big and strong. Yeah. 100%. I think we'll just go with the whistleberries. Yeah, sorry. I don't quite understand what you're asking. Let's see. Oh, like hints and spoilers. Oh, yeah. I mean, if you... I'm okay with a hint, I suppose, because I mostly just want to get through it fast. I want to try and finish this today, but I don't know that I can. Yeah, open to hints. Where is the... Okay, here's where all my other plants are. We'll stick here. Whistleberries... The dirt is not necessarily obvious. I wonder if the returns to your thoughts to a time of innocence with the bite berry tree might be good. Yeah. Oh wait, snock cones. Tastes like citrus, milk, and whatever you most frequently ate for breakfast as a child. Okay, that one for sure. That's one. I think I'm doing this at a weird angle. Ha! Yeah. Okay. That's one. And then I think I still need... This child is just following me around. I still need the sky whistle tree, which I think is just this one, right? No, that's not the same. Yeah, it's different. Okay, let's put this over here. Snog tastes like snog, honestly. Pink and then blue. I'm glad I have so many seeds. For if I hack this up. Alright. I do love how pretty these plants are. They're very good. Oh, that's a Riedel beet. That's not the right thing at all. Hold on. Why not? Oh, I put blue, not green. I just can't, like, differentiate blue from green, apparently. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let's try that again. Well, now we just have a Riedel beet for fun. It's fine. You never know when you might need a Riedel beet. There we go. That's the right one. I still maintain these are very pretty. I think I already had a whistleberry. No. Okay. I told a lie again. Especially, not uncommon, especially with the lighting you've got in this game. Yeah, my brain just kind of... Okay. This one also tastes of ginger and well-worn leather. I'm trying to think of... let's see. Blue Loops, taste of regret. That might taste like dirt. Let's see. I think maybe Blue Loops. It's like apricots though, but it's full of regrets. Maybe a bite berry? Thoughts to a time of innocence. It's supposedly tasteless. I mean, maybe a Riedel beet because it's a nutty, full-bodied and sensation. And it ages you by 1 minute, and that would be kind of funny. A taste that's impossible to quite place no matter how hard you think about it. Vreedlebeet is fun to say. It is. Yeah. Also, wait, Puff Pod tastes like the origins of the planet itself. Is that space or dirt? We're gonna try that. Not quite. Sorry, Amelia, I'm off. I know we're not quite on the right timers today. We're wrapping in like 15 minutes. We're going a little over, just a little. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm fucking with your sense of time. I'm just trying to finish this. Okay. Let's see. I think that should be good enough. Those 3 things. The snot cone, the whistleberry, and the puff pod. Let's see if that's right. Place the planet. Whistleberry is sugary, and then the puff pod does the, or not the whistleberry, the, where's the one that was the breakfast? Snot cones. This one wasn't based on the ad timers. Oh yeah. I think we'll probably wrap it in like 10 minutes. I'm just trying to finish this. I don't know if I'll be able to at this rate, but I'm trying. This game is just the game that never ends. That is never the end. But I'm starting to get to the point where like I have other games I want to get to. So, yeah. Let me at least get this one tea order, and then we can end on. So I'm not like in the middle of a tea order and then I lose it. Cause then I won't at all remember next week what I've been doing. And then just finish it up next week, I guess. Or maybe not. Who knows? At this point, this game is eternal. I think we've been at it for like 8 streams so far. I think this is the 9th. It's like, this game is just, it's longer than I thought it was. Wander, never stop. Yeah. It's like, no. Never ending. Okay. Snot cone. Where's my snot cone? There's my snot cone. Sounds like I'm saying snot cone, and I don't like love that. Okay. What was the other one I wanted? Whistleberry. Waha. Oh, that's a fun color. And then I think the last one was Puff Pod, right? Let's see. Yeah, origins of the planet itself. That's surely got to be dirt, right? Right? Okay. At the very least, it looks very cool. Where did I put the cup? Oh my god. I've lost my cup already. Kyle, did you take it? Okay, well. Cross your fingers for dirt, right? Like, is this the right dirt flavor? Who knows? At least she's following me around, so it's easy to find her. Alright, kid. I do not know if this is correct, but it looks cool. So hopefully it is correct. Here's 2 you asked for. Can I have a different one? No, drink it. Okay. Hopefully it's the right. What do you think? Oh, it tastes just like Commander Crispies. How did you do that? Snot cone and whistleberries. Well, I don't know what those are, and you can't make me learn. Maybe he doesn't suck if it tastes like Commander Crispies. It doesn't taste like dirt, but that's okay. I never really liked eating dirt anyway. Oh, hey, there's something I need to ask you. Do you think you could beat a lion in a fight? Definitely. Yeah, I think so too. How about a whale? Could you beat a blue whale? I don't know how that would work. Oh, it's easy. You just kill it with your sword or your hands. Yes, obviously. Which would you rather fight, a lion or a whale? Why not both? Yeah, I want to do that too. I would stuff the lion right in the whale's blowhole. Oh, child. Could you beat a guy if he had a sword, but all you had was a toothbrush? Could you still kill him? Monster, combat isn't just about what type of weapon you have. Combat is about control. Control is physical, but it's also mental. Control is knowing what your opponent thinks, what he fears. If I know exactly what my opponent wants, what he's scared of, I can win every time. That's how I became a champion. I made sure nobody could control me. Girl, go to therapy. Whoa! This is so cool. I'm learning way more than I ever did in school. Stay in school. No way. I'm not gonna let school control me. Oh, we've created a monster. Or rather, she was a monster already, but you know. The forest is doing its best to provide therapy, it's true. Giving me this lost child. We're all learning, it's true. Well, I guess, you know, it's about exactly 2.5 hours. I am just a fucking whoa. Well, I guess whatever is going to happen with this will happen next week. As much as I want to click on this conversation and keep going, I should probably stop. It's been 2.5 hours. So yeah. But I am well, I guess we know where that's going next. Maybe next week I won't be a fucking liar. And we'll actually finish it. But I'm trying to do my best just to actually finish this next week, hopefully. This is kind of the only downside to only streaming 2.5 hours. And, you know, when you talk for like 30 minutes of that, you're really only streaming about 2 hours. And then sometimes when games go a little longer than expected, you're like, well, but yeah, so I guess we'll do this next week. I will be back Wednesday and Friday next week as per usual. I know it's for my own benefit and I can kind of wind down and then me and Ian can go get steps in and I can relax and because I'm having a bit of a pain day. So for all that I want to distract, it's probably best that I don't push. So let's go see who we can go hang out with. But yeah, I will be back. I'll be back on Wednesday and Friday. Why I'm being extra knife emote. That's very because I have PCOS, so it's a little hurty today. And my mods are very amazing and lovely, and very gently trying to get me not to push it because I am not very different from Alta with the small child with the exclamation mark behind me. So there's two conversations. Have going on. Please squish a plush. Please know I am touching Mothman's butt, which is directly left of me. I have a Mothman plushie with an ass. It's like a dump truck ass. And I have a giant stack of books I haven't read. It's just on my desk. So I put him ass up on that pile of books to make me feel less guilty about the books. So it's very fun to just touch the Mothman ass for good luck. But yeah, what was I gonna say? But I appreciate y'all. Let's go over to the ending scene. Yes, only fondle Mothman consensually, 100%, as you do. But I love and appreciate y'all, and thank you again for, you know, just being good about me only being able to do shorter streams. The epic end of stream message is bop it. Like that noise that it makes in between, like yonk it, pull it, twist it. Okay, let's go over here.